Okay, I'm still in prep, so I can't eat cookies, but these people, these are amazing. Okay, what did you make, Alicia?
I made sourdough brown butter cookies.
Oh, I love brown butter.
Some with butterscotch and some with cranberries and oat.
And look at these people. Oh, and this is, I actually have some of this bread. This is her cheddar jalapeno. She's made me this bread before. I actually still have half a loaf vacuum sealed in my freezer.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
This bread, I could tear down this entire loaf, which is why I had to vacuum seal half of it. How is it? It's warm still. It's literally still warm. Anyway, none for me, Glen Coco. All right, welcome back to the vlog, everyone. It's Friday, and we are 3 weeks out. So nothing, to be honest, I don't even know why I started filming right now because I don't really have anything interesting to say. I did my check-ins. That YouTube video is uploading. This is the beginning of a new video. I guess I'll tell you what I got going on. So today is my day off. I mean, I had boot camp this morning, but because of my voice, I had one of my new sub-trainers train it, and I just was there to give her feedback. So I didn't train. Now I was supposed to have a trainer meeting later this morning, but to be honest, I didn't really have anything to say. So I was like, we don't need to have a meeting today. Plus, my voice is still suffering. So, canceled that meeting. So after I dropped off Reagan at school, I came back home. I ate a meal, sent photos to Ruben, and took a nap. And it was delightful. I wanted to get a massage. However, there are rarely days anymore where I have several hours of nothing to do. Nobody was home, nothing to do. I was like, even going to get a massage is too much activity for me right now. Like, I just want to lay down. And that is what I did. I did not set an alarm. I was watching Aurelia's YouTube video and I realized I felt sorry. I'm trying not to cough again. Watching her YouTube video, then when I realized I was like falling asleep, I put that thing on pause and I went to sleep. And then I woke up like, well, what day is it? What time is it? Realized I still had some time. So I set my alarm and I went back to sleep. And then I woke up and now I'm here waiting for Reagan to get out of school. Now I do have cardio today, so I am gonna try to go to boot camp. Hopefully it's not a horrible nightmare. It's core strength and conditioning, so it's like half abs, half cardio. So I'm gonna try to go to the 3:30 boot camp, and then as soon as boot camp's over, go to Powerhouse and finish. Whenever it's a day like today, strength and conditioning, where half of the day is not cardio, like it's the ab wheel, that's not cardio. I pretty much only count that as 20 minutes of cardio, even though it's a 45-minute workout. I count it only as 20 minutes of cardio, so I'll still have 40 minutes of cardio to do at Powerhouse. So go to boot camp, take boot camp, then go to Powerhouse, do 40 minutes of cardio. And because I will still have time in kids club, I'm gonna work on some skills after that. Or maybe I'll work on skills before that, I don't know. But I'm gonna work on some skills because in my last YouTube video, I just said, I'm not worried about anybody's routine except for Taylor and maybe Karina. Yeah, I'm not about to like eat my words because I do what I did in between Vanna and Arizona, which is not practice my routine. So I need to work on some skills because I have not done skills. I've done a couple handstands, but I have not like worked on skills at all this week. So I was just taking a mental break, but it's time to get back in because I want another personal best. Now, Arizona was good, but I need Anaheim to be better. So anyway, that's the plan. I gotta figure out this cough. If this cough has not resolved itself, like over the weekend, I'm gonna go back to Kaiser because they were like, oh, it's viral, it's viral. But she also asked me, is your cough productive? Meaning, am I coughing out phlegm? And I said, if I cough a lot, it is, but it's mostly just a wheezy cough. But, so she's like, oh, it sounds like it's viral. But I think there's more, like, I think I should have said, yes, it is, yes, I am coughing stuff up. Because I am. Now, it does take several coughs for stuff to come up. However, every time I have a coughing attack, stuff is coming up. Sorry if this is gross to you, but I mean, I talk about poop on here. So anyway, all that to say is I'm like, I don't know that I gave her an accurate enough description to give me an accurate treatment because it doesn't really seem like it's getting better. And I know viral stuff just has to run its course, but at this point, like, this is now coming up on 2 full weeks. And I don't know, I've never been sick this long. Like, how long is it supposed to take to run its course? I don't know. So anyway, if it's not better by like Tuesday or Wednesday, that gives it like literally almost 3 whole weeks. I'm going back and I'm saying I need amoxicillin. Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm headed to boot camp so very late, of course. I had to eat though. Like, the turnaround time between picking up Reagan from school and getting to 3:30 boot camp is very fast. Now I'm not training, so I didn't have to be there at 3:15, but I had to eat, and then I realized I didn't have any cooked chicken left, so I had to cook chicken. Now I did have, because y'all know I love Grocery Outlet. Grocery Outlet has the thin sliced chicken breast, which Ruben doesn't really like though. Well, he does not like tenderloins. Ruben will not do tenderloins. I don't think he hates the thin sliced, but I get those for me. Also because they were on sale. That's really why I get them. But they're so fast to cook. It's literally like 2 minutes on each side and your chicken's already done. So I did that, threw some snap peas in the air fryer. And then this is just 3 rice cakes that I'm about to eat. And I'm sipping on my C4. Vitamin Shop has a Labor Day sale. Rise is $1 each. So I'm literally going to go get 20 tonight. Like, literally 20. Maybe not tonight, but at some point. And somebody, y'all, remember when I was like, okay, I'm going to check in every week so that y'all know that I haven't eaten these chips that are in my car. You know what I need to check in with you guys? Y'all, tell me to send this posing suit to Anna, my client. I've been telling her, it's been a month since I've said, yeah, I'm going to put it in the mail. Yeah, I'm going to put it in the mail. And then, excuse me, at her last check-ins, I'm like, I promise you I'm going to get this suit in the mail. This posing suit is not at her house. She doesn't have a posing suit. And I happen to have a lot of posing suits. And this one actually, so Kristen Pope, her posing suits, like, they look really good on her. I find it hard. I've used all sorts of posing suit brands. I've gotten like Randomville USA from Etsy. I have an Eye Candy posing suit. I have 2 Sean's Couture posing suits. I have this posing suit. Like, I have a lot of posing suits. And none of them like really fit me the way that I want them to fit. Like, I've made Sean's fit me by adding stuff to it. Like, I added padding into the cups, and then I shortened the straps and I added hook. Like, I just made it work for me. But I don't know if it's my body or maybe I just have a weird wrong expectation of how posing suits are supposed to fit compared to stage suits. Anyway, all that to say, Kristen Pope's stage suit or posing suits look like they fit her really well. So I asked her, like, hey, who made your posing suit? And I had that person make it, but it's just too small for me, so I never wore it. So anyway, I'm going to send it to Anna. But I've literally been telling her for a month I'm going to send it to her. So, like, by the time, if I do not say during this week's vlog that I sent the posing suit, somebody get in my comments and be like, Andrea, now, it's enough. Literally say the words, it's enough. That's what I say to Reagan all the time. It's enough. I just spilled rice cake remnants all over my body. I don't even know what I was saying before I went on that tangent. I think I was just saying I need to do that. I need to go to Vitamin Shop. I need to send that suit. Oh, because FedEx is near Vitamin Shop. I think that's why I said that. Anyway, I'm in good spirits. I'm extremely hungry, even though I just ate. It's just, I mean, it's just prep. And it's, like I said, just taking a little bit harder. I haven't even worked out today. And I'm like, man, I'm already hungry. So anyway, one thing that I do find helps me stay on track is, I know a lot of people like fasted cardio. I actually like fasted cardio as well, but the way that my life is set up, that's just not a reality. Like, I train at 5:30 in the morning 3 days a week. I'm for sure not doing cardio before those days. And then on Mondays, I'm like, it's my day off. Why do I need to be doing cardio at 6 o'clock in the morning? I mean, you don't have to do fasted cardio early in the morning, but like, I also have to get Reagan to school. Like, it's too much. And then on Thursdays, I train I don't train until 8:30, but it's just like, I already have to be up super early to train those 3 days a week, sometimes 4. On my days that I don't have to be up that early, I'm not doing it. So anyway, all that to say is that while I like the idea of getting cardio done early, I actually really like getting all of my meals done and then finishing with cardio, and then like basically get all my meals done, kitchen is closed, and then go do cardio and then come home, shower, and go to bed. Like, I like having exercise to fill that like nighttime when I normally am sitting at home looking around the pantry. I like just being done eating and just hitting my cardio, and I feel like it helps my weight. I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Okay, I always regret trying to do a video on the elliptical, especially right now while I have a cough. But we're gonna go for it. So I did core strength and conditioning and burned. Very low effort. Honestly, I'm barely even counting it. I was super late, so I did half of the first camp that I went to, and I stayed and did and did half of the second camp, and now I'm here. So I'm gonna do 30 minutes on the elliptical and 30 minutes on the treadmill. I'm not counting boot camp. Just doing my hour here, and then I'm gonna go run some skills. I thought that I started my period today. I have I'm like spotting kind of, but I have really bad cramps. So I'm just trying to get through. Core was hard. I felt like actually, like my core felt the way that it did when I was like 6 months postpartum. Like I was like, oh, my abs are gonna rip in half right now. So I had to kind of take it easy, like the ab wheel, stuff like that. So I just doubled up on things like the jump ropes and like more of the cardio stuff. Just trying to get back into boot camp. It's been a while since I've done boot camp. And especially since I'm sick, my conditioning is just question mark. Anyway, we're closing out our second perfect prep day. Obviously, I'm still awake, so until you go to sleep, you can't really count it. But I only have one more meal after this, and it's yogurt and a protein shake, so super light. Let's see. That's really it. I guess I didn't really need to come on here. Honestly, I just want to show you guys my shirt. It's from Athlete Games. I love this wash, and I love, in case you guys are wondering, which you're not, but you're gonna find out anyway. Crop tees are like my favorite style shirt, like a boxy tee, a cropped boxy tee. It's like my favorite style shirt, because I don't like having my armpits exposed. One, just because I just don't like armpits in general, but I also don't like my armpits because I have like discoloration, so it always looks like I need to shave even when I don't, so I just am self-conscious about my armpits. So anyway, I guess it's therapy at YouTube right now. Anyway, that's it. I really just want to show my shirt because I think it's cute. It's from Athlete Games. Oh, Athlete Games. Yo, I got 40th out of 116 competitors. 40th? Like, I basically won, like in my opinion. 40th, or the top, almost top third in the top half, like on bodybuilding calories with bronchitis, and kind of trained probably, I'd say 50% of what I would have trained if I was just doing Athlete Games and not bodybuilding. Like, I'm lit. I'm so proud of myself. I was already proud of myself for getting there, but then when the final rankings came out, I was just like, let's go. So I don't anticipate being in bodybuilding during next year's Athlete Games, so I'm excited to see if next year how much better I can do if I actually train. Good morning, everybody. I cannot believe I'm going to work like this now that I'm looking in the camera. I don't look in the mirror in the morning all the time. Like, I wake up and I brush my teeth, and then I go live my life, get ready, make coffee, blah, blah. I had to take check-in actually, this is why. I had to take check-in photos this morning. And I think I forgot to check in with what I look like, and I look tired. It is what it is. It's so funny because I was like, I'm going to start wearing lashes again. And last night, I was like, I should put them on tonight because I know I'm not going to put them on in the morning. And just having lashes on just makes you look alive. But I was like, no, I'll wake up. I'm going to wake up early in the morning and do half of my cardio.
Lie detector determined that was a lie.
I obviously didn't do any of that. I was just like, you know what? This lighting is everything. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take Reagan to Powerhouse with me. I'm not doing any early cardio. Sometimes, let me defend myself. Sometimes I like the idea of doing a little bit of like early cardio, or like yesterday I did burn on demand, or I did boot camp, or the day before I did burn on demand, so that when I go to Powerhouse, I don't have to spend my entire time that I have kids club for, which is 2 hours. I don't have to spend my entire time like doing stuff. Like if I have 90 minutes of cardio and I only have 2 hours in kids club, that means like 30 minutes sounds like a lot of wiggle room, but by the time I go in the locker room, I change my shoes, I sit down and stretch, like I maybe want to go do some skills, like now I'm looking at the clock trying to make sure that I pick up Reagan in time. It's like if I start some of my cardio before I go to Powerhouse, now I don't have to do all of that cardio at Powerhouse while I'm on a clock. So anyway, all that to say, it doesn't matter because I didn't do any cardio this morning. I did not put on lashes this morning. I did not do anything this morning but take check-in photos and make coffee and eggs. Actually, oh, that's why. I also made breakfast. I normally don't eat this early. I normally go train and then come home and eat, but your girl was hungry. I was like, I need this first meal stat. So I was 134 again this morning. A little bit irritated by that because I'm like, okay, this is 3 days in a row and I'm 134 after 2 perfect prep days. Now, granted, yesterday Ruben did give me much higher carbs than I've been running, which is 0. No, I've been doing like 40 grams carbs a day, maybe. Hi, do you know what lane you're in? What lane are you in? The person's trying to run me over. Ruben gave me much higher carbs yesterday. So I knew I would be retaining some water. Plus, I started my period, but I was still irritated. But I got over it because it doesn't matter because I know all of those factors impact the scale. So I'm just going to keep it pushing. I do feel like I looked good, but my shoulders, I don't know. I'm starting to realize that my shoulders need to get bigger. Oh, not real. I already knew my shoulders need to get bigger. But sometimes in my check-in photos, my shoulders do look like, okay, I'm giving myself a little bit of a V taper. But always in my stage shots and even in my recent check-in photos, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are so unbelievably narrow up top. Like, I just can't stop looking at how narrow my upper body is. And I'm like, I used to think I had a good shape, but now I'm like, you don't have a V. Like, you're a rectangle. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just starting to get in my head because I don't know, but I need to figure it out. Hi, y'all. I'm about to cough. I'm trying not to. That's why I'm talking so slow. Oh my gosh. We've had all these new people at boot camp, and I'm like trying to train, and I'm sounding like this. And I'm like, these people are probably like, ma'am, I do not want you in my space. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I'm using the back camera, so I'm looking in the mirror to make sure I'm in the thing. Okay, goodness gracious. Let me redo my swap trap commercial. 1, I'm in a silent room. 2, I did it wrong last time. So don't listen to me. So, got the sweat belt. Also, this is a cell phone pocket. I don't keep my cell phone in it, at least not today because I have pockets in these pants. I did keep my chapstick in it and it protects it from your sweat. Anyway, okay, so I put the mesh side down, which is wrong. Okay, we got all the sweat. And actually, here's what I really do when I really sweat, which is what I'm about to do. This is the sweat wicking part. So what I do is I wipe off my body with it first, wrap around, get dry, and then this side, it's mesh side up. I said mesh side down. An easy way to know that you're doing it right is that you can see the logo, okay? If you're putting your sweat belt down first. Shantae was like, some people put the sweat trap down first. Either way, it's Terry side to your sweat belt, like so, and then you roll it up, okay? So everything else that I said still applies. You can use this with other waist trimmers, but you can buy the combo on turnfitproducts.com, I believe. And there you go. You can be a TurnFit warrior too. Was that good? How is that? Anyway, I'm overtime. I always say that at boot camp because they're supposed to get out at 15 after, and I'm usually like still making announcements. So I'm like, I'm overtime, but I'm just saying that because Kids Club is closed, and I'm still here shooting YouTube. So I'm gonna go get Reagan. I still have 30 minutes of cardio left, but Kids Club's closed, so we'll either go on a walk or I'll just have to suffer through the garage treadmill because the Peloton is still inoperable. I did see an elliptical in a buy nothing group the other day, but we don't need more shit in our garage, so I didn't get it. Anyway, that's all, y'all. I'll catch up with you in the car. Okay, so headed home from, we left the gym a while ago. We went from the gym to the store to get Reagan some snacks. I didn't get her a drink, which I told her I would, but then I went to Starbucks because I felt like going to Starbucks. Got myself a nitro cold brew with nothing in it. I'm not a black coffee girly. I mean, I'm black. I'm black and I'm a coffee girly, but not a black coffee girly. However, I've been trying to wean myself off of all of the extras, especially the extras that add calories. So, like, specifically cream, milk, whatever. So anyway, I do like the nitro. Reagan, what's going on back there? Okay, it's fine. When we get home, we'll fix it. Anyway, I like the nitro. This has nothing in it. It's definitely better than regular black coffee or regular cold brew. I'm gonna try to put just a couple pumps of the caramel syrup in here and see if that works for me. Like, I feel like the froth kind of helps. However, if it doesn't, I'm putting the rest of my protein shake from this morning because I have to drink the rest of that today anyway. Anyway, I'm trying to wean off. But I'm also just thinking, maybe I don't need to wean off. Maybe I just need to drink coffee and move on with my life. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, whatever date today is, September 1st, I think. Is it the 1st? I don't know. I'm 3 weeks out exactly. I am headed to Powerhouse. It's almost 8 a.m. It's like 45 minutes later than I want it to be, but it's still plenty of time for me to run routine practice, which is what I'm about to do, and hopefully do 90 minutes of cardio. So that's why I wanted to go early, because I've practiced, but I only did 30 minutes of cardio yesterday. So I have to make up the extra 30 minutes. If I don't have time to do 90 minutes now, I definitely have time to do an hour, and I'll just tell Ruben I have to come back to do 30 minutes and just come back later. Let's see. There was something that I was going to say. Oh, I was 132 this morning. So I've been 134 3 days in a row. I was 132, I think 0.3 this morning, which was nice, which I knew my weight would come down after I started my period. Just, you know how it is. If you are a woman who gets a period, before you start your period, you're like super bloated. So I started my period yesterday, and then I also went to the bathroom this morning finally. So I go about every other day. Okay, that was, I don't know, 30 minutes. What's going on? I didn't do any full outs. I wasn't planning to do any full outs today. I just reworked one section, barely. But Tangi was the one who gave us feedback, and she gave us like everybody's feedback. So I don't know whose feedback this was. It doesn't actually really matter. But I think it was Becca's feedback, which, not that I rank the order of importance of feedback, but because Becca is a fitness, like, she's a fitness pro, so her expertise is in fitness, like, her choreography feedback means a little bit more to me. So anyway, she just said the end of my routine needs more movement. She said, like, you know, for most of the routine, I use the floor like this, that, whatever, the stage, whatever. But she said at the end, it's very like one note, which I actually did not fix that today. But I did fix part of the issue that they said was just like the last 30 seconds of your routine realistically should be like the best 30 seconds of your routine, or like the second best 30 seconds of your routine. Like your first 30 seconds and your last 30 seconds, that's the part that the judges are going to remember, but especially the last 30 seconds. And right now, and she said, you know, most people, their last 30 seconds is like kind of dead because they're tired. So that's what we're looking for, is like, how much can you bring us in your last 30 seconds? So I'm just trying to rework that. Like I said, I didn't fix the floor movement issue of it, but I did add like a little bit more dynamic to it. I'm going to work on it a little bit more. And I just worked that handstand pirouette. Like, I just want to make sure that that skill is solid. The handstand pirouette and the headstand. Basically, the handstand pirouette, the headstand, and the backwards roll to I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the names of any of these things are. Hold. It's not a croc, because I think crocs are one arm, or maybe one arm crocs are one arm crocs and a croc is a croc. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Those are the 3 skills. Like, every other skill in my routine has a 1% chance of missing. Knock on wood, but I'm not going to not land my full. I'm not going to miss push-ups. I'm not going to miss a jump or a kick or a split. Like, those are literally the only 3 skills that have potential. And when I say handstand pirouette, I mean handstand pirouette all the way through the straddle, like all the way, that entire section. Those are literally the only 3 skills that have potential to miss. So I just rep. And that's all I did today. I want to get on cardio because I don't want to get too far behind on my cardio. So I am just wrapping up my wrist wraps. I'm about to change my shoes. And then I'm going to go get at least an hour of cardio. I'll probably only do an hour. I just still got to find that 30 minutes from yesterday somewhere. I just don't want to be trying not to cough. I just don't want to be rushing for church. So anyway, that was that. Pretty good practice. I feel good. Body looks good. Body feels good. I think I'm going to do another e-visit. I think I told y'all I was going to wait until like Wednesday or something. But this is not viral. Like, I need antibiotics. So I'll probably do another phone call, whatever. Probably today, to be honest, to get some antibiotics because I got to start feeling better so that I can run this routine. And I can turn up the intensity on my cardio. But yeah, anyway, got to, like I said, get on cardio. My legs are so sore. So I'm probably just going to do the elliptical on the treadmill today. Okay, I'm just finished up my cardio. Literally just have like 3 more minutes left. I'm only going to do half right now. 45 now, 45 later. Because I realized I have to go to Walmart before I go home. I originally was just going to go to a drugstore. But I realized there's like a couple of grocery items that I need to get. So I'm just going to go to Walmart. And Walmart is just a big spectacle. So anyway. So what was I going to talk about? Okay, so I was watching Pipani's YouTube video. She was talking about how long it takes her to prepare a meal. And y'all, I've made a discovery about myself during this prep. So I always talk about how I don't always talk about, not here. At boot camp I do, with a lot of my focus meetings, I talk about how I'm not someone who preps meals. I'm not someone who's gonna get out 20 Tupperwares and put every single meal in a Tupperware. This is meal 1, I just can't do it. I'm an ingredients prepping girly. We prep all of our chicken, we prep all of our rice, whatever. If we have to cook vegetables, we cook vegetables. But I've never really been one to prep individual meals, except for other people. Back in the day, I used to meal prep for other people. Anyway, but Ruben's been getting this meal prep from someone at the gym he trains at, and he's been getting meals prepped for me too. And when I tell you guys the convenience that it adds to my life to be able to just put a meal in the microwave for 90 seconds and eat is crazy. I never felt inconvenienced to weigh out my chicken and throw together a salad or like throw my snap peas in the air fryer. I never really felt inconvenienced to do that. But when I tell you the subconscious like relief that I have knowing that when I go home from the gym, I just grab a meal and put it in the microwave, and literally 2.5 minutes later from walking into the house, I have a meal ready, versus even 5, 6, 7 minutes. Like, that difference doesn't seem like a big deal. But for someone like me who really, really struggles to stay 100% adherent to my diet, that matters. And it's made a very big difference in this prep, like this little Titans prep. So if you are someone who, one, struggles with adherence, prep your meals. Like, prep your meals. Because, again, I think lifestyle clients, I think prepping ingredients is fine because you don't necessarily always want to eat the same thing, or maybe, like, I don't know, maybe you like not having your food in Tupperware or whatever. But honestly, even if you're lifestyle, if you're someone who's struggling with meal adherence, prep your meals or buy meal prep. Like, I know a lot of people, meal preps, it's more expensive than cooking. But it's not more expensive than eating out. So even if you I know a lot of people who buy prepped meals. Like, my mom only does prep meals for like 1 meal a day. She like cooks her breakfast at home. She usually, I don't know, she'll eat a meal prep for lunch, or she'll cook dinner or whatever. Like, she doesn't eat every single meal prep. Like, you don't have to prep 42 meals a week or whatever. I don't even know what it is, but I just know that it's made a huge difference for me, a difference that I didn't even realize that I needed. But it's definitely helped me because I haven't been reporting them. But we're on perfect prep days. Since I started actually like being in prep, which I think I said I started on Thursday, whatever day I started, it's been perfect prep days ever since. And like, it's hard physically, but mentally, like, it's been very exciting for me and motivating, which is good because, again, you lose motivation very quickly. But I just feel like every single perfect prep day I stack is just like, it's just like stoking that fire more. It's like turning into this snowball effect. And I just really think that meal prep has helped me with that. So anyway, whoever needed to be convinced to prep your meals, at least a meal or two per day, do it. Anyway, I'm at 46 minutes, so I'm gonna go. Okay, so walking out of the gym, and I just like checked my email because I got a notification from Vitamin Shop. They're just doing coupons and stuff right now. But I remembered that Rise is on sale right now, the single serves, like the energy drinks, for $1. And so I think I said on here that I was gonna go get 20, or I think I said that like, oh, I'm gonna go literally get 20. But the email says maximum 6, which is fine, I'll go get 6. But I also saw the other day, I didn't talk about this on here, I just literally took a screenshot. I saw someone that I follow post a new Ghost energy drink. It's Welch's grape flavor. Sorry, I'm putting this in my thing. Welch's grape flavor Ghost energy. And I took a screenshot of it because I was like, oh, that looks good, but I haven't seen it anywhere. Anyway, in that same email from Vitamin Shop, they said, this just in, Welch's, or Ghost energy, Welch's grape flavor. 5, 4, 3. That happens when I am playing my music. If I don't like clear the queue, it automatically plays when it connects. Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do today, y'all. I am committed. If FedEx is open, I'm gonna go down to Vitamin Shop and FedEx because they're near each other. Remember, I told you I had to ship and a suit. I'm gonna go to Vitamin Shop. No, lady, I'm going. And buy myself 6 Rise energy drinks, and I'm gonna get myself Ghost Welch's grape flavor, and Rise on the 8th, I think, is coming out with another flavor. It's cherry ring pop, and I'm so excited. You guys, I love cherry flavor. I think I've talked about how like cherry limeade is my girl. I love cherries Garcia, ice cream, like cherry everything. So I'm excited about the cherry ring pop flavor. I'm a little nervous because Rise already has a ring pop flavor, and I think it's disgusting. It's like the worst Rise flavor. But it's not cherry. It's another flavor. It's like watermelon, which I do not like watermelon flavor. I love watermelon and I love strawberry, but I do not like watermelon and strawberry flavored things. So I'm just gonna chalk it up to that and give cherry ring pop a chance to make it into my top 3. They also have another one like Maverick Arctic Berry or something. It's only in the Dallas area. It's like the Dallas Mavericks flavor. I think it's like a blueberry flavor, which I won't be trying because I don't live in Dallas. But maybe, Allison, you want to try it. I feel like you don't drink energy drinks, but maybe you do. I think that's really it. I just saw that and I was like, you know what? I gotta go to Vitamin Shop, get my Rise. I want to try this Ghost, even though Ghost is like not one of my favorite energy drink brands, but they're good enough. You know, they have some good flavors. And I got to ship Anna's. She is going to do her next check-in in this pink suit. Every check-in I remember that I didn't send her the suit because I'm like, you're not in the opposing suit. Because I told you I would send you one. So I will let y'all know when it's done. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's still Sunday. Me and Reagan are headed to the mall. Well, we're headed to do lots of things today. So after church, Ruben was saying that he wanted to take a nap, like just like watch a movie, relax, take a nap. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be downstairs eating. Reagan couldn't decide if she wanted to be downstairs in the kitchen with me or she would want to be upstairs in the room with Ruben. Back and forth. She finally decides she wants to stay upstairs, but then that like immediately is super disruptive to Ruben's nap situation. So he did not fall asleep. So then I was just like, you know what? He needs to nap. I have things to do. Plus, I need to get out of this house before I start eating stuff I'm not supposed to be eating. And honestly, Reagan needs to get out of this house too, because she's just a 4-year-old and she needs more stimulation than she's getting right now. So I was like, Reagan, let's go. Let's pack it up. So we are headed to the mall with really nothing to do at the mall. I tried to film this clip once already, and Reagan interrupted me when I said we have nothing to do. And she said, there's snacks, there's games, there's food, there's dresses. She like listed all these things that we could be doing at the mall. So there's like an arcade there, so I probably will take her to the arcade. I do need to go drop off Anna's posing suit. That's at FedEx, which is across from the mall. I do need to go to Vitamin Shop to get my Rise energy drinks. And I'm gonna actually, that's gonna be the first stop, to be honest, because I want to try that Ghost Welch's. That's gonna be my little afternoon caffeinated bev. I was gonna bring my Core Power and just go to Starbucks and get some espresso shots, but I decided I want to try the Ghost Welch's cream. So first stop, Vitamin Shop. If FedEx is open, then we'll go there. Then we'll go to the mall and just be mall walkers. Maybe go to the arcade with Reagan. I am in the market for new shoes to train in. I never really buy new shoes to train in. I usually like turn some other shoe that I was using for something else into a training shoe. Like I currently run in my On Clouds. When those need, like when I'm done using them as running shoes and I need to get a new pair of running shoes, I would use those as my training shoes. Like I don't know why, I just can't justify like buying new shoes to like stand in all day. I mean, that's a gross simplification of what I do, but I don't know, just spending money on new shoes just to train in sounds crazy to me. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking like, why don't you just use some other shoes to train in? But that's just not how I operate. I have lifting shoes, I have boot camp shoes, I have running shoes, I have practice shoes. Like we're not crossing over here. So all that to say is I don't need any new shoes for any of those other things to like pass down shoes. So I guess I'm going to be buying some new shoes to train in. That's what I'm talking about. $1 Rise. However, they don't have the Welch's Ghost in stock yet. So they don't have the Welch's. But so I'm getting this amino energy grape. And these are on clearance. The Built Puffs cookie dough. These are so good. Obviously saving for after my show, but they are delicious. Okay, that amino energy was a waste of money. It was way too sweet. And usually grape is like, I mentioned this, like a safe flavor for me, but it was too sweet. I took one sip, threw it away. So I'm just not gonna have caffeine. It's not that big of a deal. It's usually just for emotional support anyway. So we're gonna take a lap around the mall, see if we find anything worth spending money on. She is so excited. She cannot. Okay. Okay. You guys, I missed it on camera. She was laughing uncontrollably. She's like, I can't stop laughing. She just gets so excited. And this is why she's spoiled, because me and Ruben cannot help buying her whatever she wants. She's so cute. Okay, so we're at Dick's now. So I've gotten 2 pairs of jeans, a tank top. Reagan, what did I tell you? No, I said at home. Got Reagan a toy that she's begging to open. I saw like a pair of $30 shoes at Champs. So now I'm just at Dick's seeing if there's like a different $30 pair of shoes that are not the colors of the ones I saw. And if they have them, I'm gonna get them. If they don't, I'm gonna save it. Because the ones I saw at Champs were okay, but they have like this lime green. I was like, I'm not wearing these. So anyway, that's how shopping is going. Okay, so what did we leave the mall with? So I went to Vitamin Shop, like I said, got 6 Rise energy drinks, an amino energy that I took 1 sip of, and a box of Built Puffs. Then I did ship Anna's suit. Then we went to Old Navy, kind of just to peruse. I don't know, I was just in Old Navy. But then they had some wide leg pants on clearance that I decided to try on because Shantae told me that Gen Z said that's the style. I said, oh, that's weird. I typically wear like boyfriend style, which is not skinny, but it's not wide. It's just like a loose fit. Anyway, I started wearing those when I got pregnant because that's what fit me. So anyway, I tried on the wide legs that were on clearance and I actually like them. So I got those, but then I also just got another pair of boyfriend jeans, and then I got like a random tank top because I felt like I needed to complete the outfit. And then I took Reagan to the arcade. Oh, and I got Reagan a toy from a toy store. So, and I thought she would be asleep in the car by now, but she's very excited about that toy that's in her lap right now. So she's probably not going to go to sleep, but that's fine because it's 6 p.m. anyway. Now we're going to head back. I'm going to eat one of my meals that's already made, but then I'll turn off the wind. So I'm going to eat one of my meals that's already made, but then I'm going to prep my other meals because I got chicken the other day. So I'm going to prep the rest of my meals for the week. I do train tomorrow. I normally don't train on Mondays, but it's a holiday schedule. I took a bunch of time off for my last show, so I was like, whatever, I'll take these 3 camps. So anyway, that's that. I didn't find another 40. Reagan, I did not find another 45 minutes of cardio. So now I'm still rolling over my 30 minutes, but I'm also rolling over another 15, which I'm likely not going to make up in one day. Like I'll probably, if I can, make up like 20 minutes tomorrow, 20 minutes the next day, or 30 minutes tomorrow and 15 minutes the next day. I try not to get, an additional 45 minutes. I mean, I could do it if I did, like if I weren't training tomorrow, if I just did the boot camp and then went to Powerhouse and did an hour, but I'm training tomorrow. So that's not an option. So it is what it is. I do have to find it. If I get back to more than an hour, like throw the whole hour away and move on with my life. But I'm determined not to let that happen. Anyway, Reagan's not having it. She keeps talking to me, so we're out. Well, it is, there's my storage ticker. I have less than an hour of footage that I can film. Anyway, it's still Sunday. I was gonna do cardio in the garage because I got Reagan that new toy. She was interested in it, so I'm like, okay, cool. You play with your toy. I'm gonna go in the garage. Then Ruben was like, do you want to go to Self-Made? So we are all going to Self-Made for cardio. Now, I train at 7 o'clock in the morning. I would love to believe that I'm gonna wake up at 5 and do a little bit of cardio before I train. Because Kids Club tomorrow is only, they close at 1. There's no afternoon session because it's a holiday. So I'm like, if I don't do any cardio before I train, I'm probably gonna run out of time in the afternoon. So we're gonna see. Let me just get through tonight first. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. It's Labor Day. The roads are empty. I am headed to boot camp to train. I don't normally train on Mondays, but Sammy asked for someone to cover her, so I did. I think she's like going to the lake or something. I don't know. I don't care. I don't ask. If somebody says I need this shift covered, can somebody work for me? I don't ask why. I don't really care why. Even if you just said it's because I want to sleep in that day. I have absolutely taken days off because I just did not feel like going. As long as the camps get trained, as long as we're all like sharing this, it's not like it's one trainer that's always like, oh, sorry, I can't work. Oh, sorry, I can't work. Oh, sorry. Like we're a very cohesive team as far as like making it work to cover each other's shifts. So I really like, I'm not getting on my trainers. Like, you want to go to the lake, go to the lake. I got nothing better to do. So Ruben has to train this morning anyway. So it'd just be me and Reagan at home, probably making each other mad. So Reagan begged to come to boot camp with me this morning. So she's asleep in her car seat right now. We don't even have child watch at the first camp time. So she sits in the office. She loves sitting in that office. Like for her, it's like a special treat to get to sit in the office and watch her iPad by herself. So she's going to sit in the office. I'll probably buy her a donut because our gym is next to a donut shop. For those of you who don't go to Burn Boot Camp, you don't know that. Burn Boot Camp, because of those kids every single day. Can I have a donut? Can I have a donut? That's how you get them out of the gym. I'll get you a donut. They go running towards the front door. Anyway, first camp, she'll sit in the office by herself. She'll probably come out a couple times. Then there's child watch, which is really what she wants to go for because all of her friends are there. And then we're going to go straight to Powerhouse. That's like the one good thing about bringing her with me in the morning is that I can go straight to Powerhouse. Whereas if she would have stayed at home today, like if Ruben didn't have to train, when I got home from training, she would still be in a pull-up, no clothes on, just like how we do, like how we are in the morning when we have nowhere to be, like just lounging. And then I don't have to get her. It takes all this extra time, right? So the good thing is she's ready. I got her dressed asleep. Just have to like redo her hair. I do keep a toothbrush at the gym for days like today. So yeah, anyway, get to go straight to Powerhouse and hit some cardio and skills because I am under 3 weeks out. And like I said, between Vancouver and Arizona, when I was like, I only did one full out, I can't do that again. But I have a lot less time. So it's not like I can go 2 weeks and then do my routine. Like in 2 weeks, I'm going to be at MP week. So I got to find some time and energy and the mental capacity to get this routine done. I'm not going to run a full out today, but I am going to run big sections probably, and hopefully run a full out maybe in the middle of this week sometime. I don't really know what that exercise room schedule is looking like during the day, but I might have to go like when Reagan's at school, like around 12:30. I feel like the exercise room is usually empty during that time. So I don't know. I just got to get it done because the only way I'm going to win this show is if I get second in routine. Like, or the only chance I have to win this show is if I get second in routine. If I get third in routine or lower, like the chances of me winning this show are slim to none because I already have to make up points, like depending on who's there and depending on how we all look, but I already have to make up a gap in the physique round. So if I'm also like having this gap in, like, it's just not going to happen. Honestly, it's not going to happen. Good morning, y'all. It's still Monday. I am sitting outside of Powerhouse. I don't need sunglasses, not that bright. Parking lot pimping. It's just before 11. It's like 10:50, and so I feel like I have 10 spare minutes because I have 2 hours max. I've talked about this before. I have 2 hours max in Kids Club. They close at 1. So realistically, any time that I get there before 11 means that I can use my full 2 hours, right? Like if I get there at 11:30, even though I get 2 hours, they close 90 minutes after that, so I only get 90 minutes. So anyway, all that to say is I feel like this is like a spare 10 minutes because it's not 11 o'clock yet. Reagan fell asleep. She's been up since this morning because she did not sleep through the morning camp because all of us brought our kids today. Usually it's just one, like I just bring Reagan, or like Jackie just brings Sadie, or like Kat just brings Luke and Lucy. But today all of us brought our kids, and those kids, they're like all around the same age. They're all like 4 to 6 years old. So they were lit. They were turned up. So now she's tired. It's not even 11 o'clock in the morning and she's asleep. So anyway, I'm just sitting here drinking my energy drink. About to do a little bit of back, not like a full back workout, just like probably only 3 movements, and then cardio and skills. This is giving same mindset, mentality. This is untrue, what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Mentally, for me, cardio and skills are my priorities. Like if I go the next 3 weeks without lifting, I don't care. Not that I don't care, but like to me, my priority is I have got to bring my conditioning in, and I've got to have my routine on point. So cardio, skills. However, I'm not lifting. Like remember before Chattanooga, between Legion and Chattanooga, I literally didn't lift at all. We're not doing that because I also do have to maintain like some fullness in my muscles. I can't just come in skinny. My food's already down. I have to lift in order to make sure I'm not cannibalizing my muscle. That being said, I've only been lifting with Ruben, which has been awesome. I work pretty hard and push pretty hard by myself. It's not the same as training with a trainer. It's not the same. Like when I lift with Ruben, every single time I'm like, this man's trying to kill me. And I love that. Like I used to hate it actually. Like I would not work out with Ruben. Like I didn't want to do it. It wasn't enjoyable to me. And it's still not enjoyable. But now I like chasing that feeling and it makes me feel strong. So that being said, I was not going to lift today because I was like, well, I'm just going to wait until I can lift with Ruben, but I just don't know like when that will be. So I'm just going to do it today. Although now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably going to be tomorrow. But I'm just going to, that's why I'm only hitting a little bit of back, just in case tomorrow he's like, let's hit back. So little tiny bit of back, hour of cardio, and however much skills I need to do. I'm going to try to run a full out, maybe Wednesday. Nope, Wednesday is Reagan's early out day at school. So I don't know if anyway, y'all don't need to listen to me think about this. I'll figure it out and then I'll let you know. I do have to run a full out this week though, because I'm not going to wait until I'm 2 weeks out from the show again to run a full out. Because we got some heavy hitters, y'all. Like, Jenny is working hard. Jenny Worth, I think I mentioned like, oh, I think me, Karina, and Taylor are like the 3 people who I think have a chance to win this, or like, I forget exactly what I said. I'm not sleeping on Jenny Worth. And then after I said that, I found out Kristen Pope was coming. Definitely not sleeping on Pope. I mean, anyway, Annalise, like anybody, I'm getting itchy. I started my C4. I started drinking that C4 and I'm starting to get itchy, so I probably need to get inside the gym. All that to say is we've been in perfect prep, so we're focusing hard on that prejudging round to bring the best that we can bring. I also need to focus really hard on this routine round, so I will not be risking it like I did last time. So I feel like my routines have gotten progressively better. Last time, like in Arizona, I did what I say, like out of 10 skills, which was a made up number, but you know, I said all 10 of them were in the 7 to 8.5 range. Like they all landed, but none of them were like really, really good. Whereas at Van, it was like out of my 10 skills, 9 of them were 10 out of 10, but one of them was a straight 0. Like now I kind of need to combine those. I want to lose the 0, but I want to pick up those 10. So I want this is going to be my last time. I know I've said this so many times, but this is really, truly the last time that I am doing this routine. Because if I lose, it's done. If I win, I'm doing a different routine for the Olympia. Different routine, kind of. I've already started working on some changes just in case I win. Y'all, I'm getting itchy. I'm so itchy. I drink C4 often enough. I just had a C4 a couple days ago. I don't know why today I'm extra itchy. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I can't focus. My eyes are itching and my ears are itching, so I'm gonna go. Okay, so I'm just finishing cardio. I'm literally walking at 1.5. Just like pulling down before I go get Reagan. I still got 15 minutes before I have to pick her up. So I just took a photo, I took a photo right before I started cardio. I just did, like I said, I literally just did 3 back exercises because I just had a feeling. Sure enough, Ruben texted me and was like, we want to train this afternoon, so good thing I didn't kill myself. But I took a photo in the gym and I was choking. I was like, wow, I'm like day 5, perfect prep, and I'm like, what would my body look like? And of course, you don't get time back. I've already talked about this, but now that my body is doing what my body is doing, I'm like, what would I look like if I would have been, let's just go between Van and Arizona. So I'm like shifting over like this because there's someone back there. I'm sure she doesn't want to be in my YouTube video. I'm trying to be courteous. I had mentioned like, oh, I was never going to beat Amanda in the physique round in Arizona with the amount of time that I had between Van and Arizona. And the way that my body is responding right now, I'm like, you were underestimating the power of following your fucking plan. Because I just think if I would have been doing this for the 6 weeks in between those shows, granted, I would say take like a week off because I had Summit and blah, blah, blah. But for the 5 weeks in between those shows, if I would have been putting in this level of effort, I'm not saying I would have beat Amanda in prejudging, but it would have been a lot closer. I only lost by 1 point, y'all, which means I wouldn't even have to have beaten her in the physique round. I just would have needed 3rd place to be split by 1 point. She still could have been 3rd place in physique and I still could have been 4th, but if instead of her getting a 9 and me getting a 12, if she would have gotten a 10 and I would have gotten an 11, which means I still would be in 4th place, but maybe one judge thought they liked my physique better, that means me and Stephanie would have tied and I would have won because tie goes to routine. These are lessons that you learn. So anyway, I'm doing it now. The body is bodying. Maybe, you know, if I would have been able to stack this level of effort on months and months and months of this level of effort, I probably would be qualified for the Olympia by now.
Because again, kind of the same thing at Van. Like, I just needed to rank higher in physique. I don't need to be winning the physique round. I just need to be able to rank higher in the physique round. Anyway, all that to say, like I said yesterday or whenever I talked about it, seeing the results happen definitely stokes the fire. It adds fuel to the fire. It adds fan to the flames. What other analogies can I use? And I feel really good because I've gotten close and thought about making swaps and doing like what I used to do. But then I just think of, okay, well, let's just see what we look like tomorrow. Okay, well, let's just see. And every time it's better. And I'm like, this is why you're not giving up. And I feel really proud of myself. So to be honest, and this will be the last thing because I want to stretch before I go get Reagan. I mentioned this during my Olympia prep. It's a little bit early to be like having these like moments and lessons, but you know, it's never too early for a lesson. I remember during my Olympia prep, I had never seen my body like that. And I was so unbelievably proud of myself. And I was telling myself, and I posted on Instagram, like, no matter how your rankings go, or however your show goes, or whatever your weigh-in says, like, I remember waking up and looking at myself and thinking, damn, you did that. I was so proud of myself. And I'm like, me getting literally last place at the Olympia, I tied for 15th out of 17, but they split ties to routine. So I got 16th, so I ended up tying for 16th, which is last place, right? Technically, I tied for second to last place, but on the scorecard, I tied for last place. It doesn't matter. Getting last place doesn't take away the feeling that I had before I got last place. So you shouldn't be less proud. You're already proud. You're already excited. You already put in the work. You already did it. And that's just how I feel right now. Like, obviously, I want to win Titans, but even if I don't win Titans, the way that I feel right now, knowing that I am doing this shit, that I am stacking on the most perfect prep days that I've ever, am I about to cry? Oh my gosh. The most perfect prep days that I have ever had in a row. Literally, I'm on 5 perfect prep days in a row, and it's the most I've ever done in a prep in a row. And this feeling doesn't get taken away by a ranking because I already did this. I'm already proud of this. I always tell my lifestyle clients, like, how are you proud of yourself? And then you step on the scale and you're mad. You're already happy. You're already like, you already feel good about what you did. How are you going to let the scale, because it didn't do what you think it should be doing based on your level of effort? You're already proud of your effort. Don't let the scale take that away. That's how I feel about this show coming up. Like, of course, I do believe if I stack these perfect prep days, which I will, do I think that I'm capable of winning? Yes. But if I don't win, I'm already proud of what I'm doing and what I've done. So anyway, I don't know who maybe needs to be proud of something that they're doing, even if it didn't go the way that they thought it wanted, that they thought they wanted it to go, or that they thought it should go. If you're showing up, if you're doing the work, if you're giving your best effort, you should be proud of yourself. So anyway, I'm gonna go stretch because 7 minutes now.
Okay, so I just left Kaiser, and I got more drugs. So I did the phone call visit, and I said, yeah, she said she thought it was viral, but she also asked me if it was productive, and at the time it wasn't, which it was. I said at the time it wasn't, but my symptoms are changing now. I'm coughing up green phlegm every time I cough, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, okay, we can try an antibiotic, and if that doesn't work, then you need to come in and do a visit so we can like listen to your lungs, blah, 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 blah. And I said, yeah, I'll do that. The only reason I did the e-visit now is just because these in-person appointments are weeks out right now. So anyway, I just took my first dose of whatever this antibiotic is. I only have 4 other days of it. Like, I just take 2 right now, and then I take 1 for the next 4 days. So I'm praying that I feel better tomorrow. But anyway, this video is literally already an hour, and I feel like I've already dropped a lot of rants and monologues and all sorts of things. So I think that's enough for one video. So I'm gonna end it here. I'll start my new video tomorrow, and then close that out with my 2-week out check-in, which is crazy. But yeah, like I am so excited. Like, I just had a really great day today. Like, I just feel like I had athlete game. Like, I had a great week, to be honest. Like, I was really proud of myself for athlete games. I'm really proud of myself for these perfect prep days. Like, I am just, I'm super proud of myself. So, I thank you guys. I was gonna say, I am thanking you guys. Thank you guys for watching the usual. Thank you for engaging. If my videos were shorter, I would totally do a comment corner, but we're over time. We're over time, everybody. So trying to crop out. I tried to crop out. If this video seemed choppy to you, it's because I was cropping out random coughing attacks. Anyway, so thanks for watching. We'll see you guys at check-ins. That puts us 2 weeks. Oh! Okay, see you later.